Hey everybody, and welcome to Whatever Wednesdays, aka Wacky Wednesdays, or just Wacky Whatever Wednesdays. I'm Vileant, here to discuss a few things tonight. Some things that I guess whatever kind of comes to my mind. That's why I do the Whatever Wacky Wednesdays. Tonight I'd like to start out with a request by my mother-in-law. Facebook stickers. There's a store now where you can buy Facebook stickers and post them on your account. It's cute little stickers and stuff like that. Good idea. Yeah, I don't know if they're free or if you can purchase them or what exactly it entails. But I can tell you one thing, that it's a little strange for that to kind of happen. For you to be able to, I don't know, if they cost money, it's it seems silly to me to purchase them. Just if you want to emote something, there's emotes and other things you can use. If you really need a sticker to describe, that special little something that you want to tell somebody, I don't understand that at all. It doesn't make sense. But go ahead and do whatever floats your boat. Do whatever makes you a happy person, I guess, for the most part. I also like to talk about a couple of games that I've been playing lately. One of them is on the Wii U. It's called Cube Life Island Survival. Brilliant game. It's a Minecraft sort of game. A lot of people have given it flack and have said various things about it, stating that it's poor representation of Minecraft, such and such. But I have to honestly beg to differ. I don't think it's a poor representation at all. First off, it's extremely challenging. It's way more challenging than Minecraft could ever honestly be. Minecraft, you can pretty much survive the first night, no problem whatsoever. In this game, in Cube Life, you literally have to, gather coconuts, gather mangoes, and find a shelter, and build a shelter, or go into, you need to be somewhere where these islanders, these possessed, I don't know if they're possessed or zombies or whatever they are, these islanders, they come at night. It's usually around 8-ish, 8:30, they all of a sudden start coming. You can hear them come, which is like scary as all hell, and they just bust in. And if there's a guy with a bone mask, like a skull mask, he has a weapon and he can literally chop down wood and stuff like that and run in there, and all the guys jump in and you're dead. That's it. That's the rest. That's the end of the game. There's no respawn or anything like that. So it's challenging. It's really hard. There's a couple of YouTubers have done some good stuff about it, and go ahead and check those out. Look up Cube Life Island Survival if you're interested to look it up, and kind of get yourself acquainted with it. It's a really fun game. It has all the same aspects of Minecraft, except it doesn't have swords. You can only carry an axe and a pickaxe, and you can make a bow and arrow. You can make backpacks, small one and a big one. There's like all sorts of different foods. There's pork, chicken, same as Minecraft. I haven't seen any beef because, let's be honest, cows really aren't exactly, showing up on tropical islands. There's huge eagles that attack you. There's sharks that attack you. Giant spiders. You mine for ore, when you need it and stuff like that. There's different kinds of ore. There's titanium and rubies and emeralds and diamonds and just all sorts of cool stuff, man. It's really is. And the cool thing is, it's on the Wii store, and it's only $7.99, so that's actually a decent price for this kind of game. It's cheaper than Minecraft, believe it or not. And it is, as far as I'm concerned, Nintendo's answer to people who are wondering when Nintendo's going to get Minecraft. You don't have to have Minecraft in order to have a good platform. And you definitely don't need if you have a game that's relatively the same as Minecraft, and as far as I'm concerned, a more challenging game, by all means, you're working yourself up really good for future games to come your way, and it's only version 1.0 right now, so as they say in their little promo, it's only going to get better, which means they'll add more things as it goes along. It could be they add like a gun or something, like you're able to build a gun from titanium and stuff like that. There's plenty of things they could do to make this game a hell of a lot better, and I think that it's only going to get better as it goes along. That's my personal thoughts. Everything else is just like kind of, all the other games. There's another game on there. I can't remember. It's called Stone something. It's not too shabby. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was called. It's not too shabby, but it's not too great. I wouldn't recommend it for people. Just because it's not, you're like a little dwarf. It's Minecraft-ish, but it's, I don't know, your hands, it actually shows like a person's hands, like your fists, and you're punching the wood and stuff. It's a little hokey. It would probably be fun. I'm definitely going to buy it in order to check it out and then review it, but it's if you're a hardcore Minecraft person, and you own a Wii U and you're like, there's no Minecraft, seriously, give Cube Life Island Survival a shot. Great game, good developers, and like I said, they have more stuff coming along. Another game that I've been playing, it's actually, my wife actually refers to this as game crack. Her and I pretty much I introduced heroin in game form to my wife and sister-in-law, and we play this game. It's a really neat game. It is called Clash of Kings. It's a one of those touch phone games. Really neat game. Lots to do in it. You start out doing a castle. You build your stuff up and your troops and everything else like that, and you're doing all your stuff and making everything happen, and it's not too shabby, but it's not too great. Mine is not working right now, which is really sad. I was gonna kind of show you guys a little bit of it, but it doesn't seem to be working. We'll give it a second to do its thing and see what happens. It's not working at all. That's not good. Well, while we wait for that, it's ridiculous. It's a fun game. Touchscreen, full on. Hold on. It's smartphone. 4G, beautiful little game. The graphics are nice. They're simple. Basically, you start out. You build farms. You build sawmills, stuff like that. You build mines and stuff, but you can't build mines until later on, until you advance. Advancement is fairly simple. I mean, everything has to kind of coincide. So, if you have a barracks and a stable and, machinery and all that stuff, they all need to level up with you. So, it's good that they level up with it. Everything you have to kind of level up with you in order to make the game more interesting. That way, you don't have, let's say you're you have a level 20 castle and, level 1 farms and, all that stuff. It just, those kind of games, sometimes people make games like that and they don't regularly make sense. So this game is a lot different from that. The fights and stuff like that are really cool. You march to go and you build an army, then you march them off to go fight monsters, and there's the centaur and wildlings and skeletons and stuff like that, and you just go off and you fight them, and you end up getting some cool prizes and stuff like that. Of course there are in-game purchases. What phone game doesn't have in-game purchases? That's just going to happen, wherever you're at, whatever game you purchase. But seriously, fun game, really fun. As I said, my wife and them consider it crack. So here it is, right here, Clash of Kings, and this is the start of it right here. This is a little loading screen. and then I'll show you a little bit of my stuff. This is my kingdom right here. Click that off. This is my kingdom. Let's see if you guys can see that. Let me scroll over. This is my castle, right up there. And then basically everything, you got a bunch of stuff to do. You're always upgrading. You're researching things. Science, stuff like that. You're constantly like maintaining your farms and your sawmills. Logging and stuff like that. Then you go out and you can beat up other players. If you want, you join an alliance. If you join a good alliance, you'll have the opportunity to, conquer big things with them. But if you join a horrible alliance, then you're probably on your own, and that's going to suck. Make sure to, before you join an alliance, ask them, what their leader's power ranking is, and if you do join an alliance, make sure your leader's power ranking is at least triple your power ranking. If it's not triple your power ranking, or at least quadruple your power ranking, don't bother joining them, because they're a new alliance and they're probably not going to last. They probably don't have a lot of players anyways, and it's just, they usually just try to recruit as many as they can, and then they just quit the game anyways. So find someone who find an alliance that has a really good 300,000 to 400,000 leader or higher would be recommended. But the game is awesome, and we have fun with it. My wife, she literally, I kid you not, woke up 2 a.m. last night so that she could donate to the alliance. Like, for some odd reason, her bio alarm clock woke her up at 2 a.m. so she could donate to an alliance. I've introduced gaming crack into my house, and I'm ashamed. I don't know how else to describe it. Other than that, next Wednesday, I will have a really special show. It will be a long show. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm working on. I know that I've talked about Munchkin the game before. Well, I decided to kind of delve into that and make my own kind of hybrid game called Dungeon Munchkin. I'm going to work on, I'm actually building it this weekend. Then I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple trial runs this weekend with me and the family. And then if it's really super good, and next Wacky Wednesday or whatever Wednesday will be us playing it. Showing you the basics of the game and everything else like that. I love the game Munchkin. We all do here. We play it all the time. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if there was something I could do to tweak it to make it a little more interesting, a little more fun? And I think I've got it, and I think I've got it all down, and I think it's going to be great. Like I said, I actually have done research on what I'm going to do to this thing. I've looked at it and checked it out and figured it out and done the math and everything else, and it really looks solid. It looks like it's going to work. Like I said, I'm going to build it this weekend, and then hopefully if it works out, Dungeon Munchkin next weekend. If it doesn't, then there will be like probably a 20-minute rant on why I suck. and I'll be very upset. But other than that, join me for Friday, of course. Friday is, you guys know, Friday is the Dollar Tree reviews. We'll go back to the original 5 out of 5. 5 toy items or whatever, and then 5 food items. Last week we did 5 food items, and it was the review was really good. It wasn't bad. But it was for Father's Day, stuff like that. So I hope everyone had a great Father's Day. And yeah, by the way, just make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. And please, leave any comments below that you want to talk, or like my Facebook page, Vileant Reviews, and leave comments there, anything that you want to leave there. Also, if anyone knows a good cheap editing program, I really need to find one so that I can make a beginning, like an opening to my shows and an ending, and then I want to put likes, I want to put on the screen here. When you're looking on the screen, you'll see a like, subscribe and share. So we're not we've tried to find some, but most of them are outrageously priced. So if anyone knows any, just give me a call, or give me a shout, message me on Facebook or whatever. And I guess I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a great rest of the week. It's hump day, so you made it halfway through. Let's make it all the way. All right, see you guys Friday.